Dhoni is the most destructive batsman.
He changed the face of Indian cricket.
I think Dhoni is the biggest legend Indian cricket's ever had.
For Dhoni, I love you, Dhoni.
It's very difficult to start something. You know, there's one saying, what doesn't kill you makes you strong. So definitely I'm stronger. Knowing your limitation is more important than trying to, strive towards perfection. That's for me. It has worked for me. It may not work for everyone, but as an individual, you have to figure out what really works for you. And you have to be honest with yourself. There were times when we were under pressure, we had to win 4 out of 5 games or 3 out of 4 games. We have done it. But how do you know you are a strong character? Unless you are pushed to the deeper end, unless you have that pressure. It's all well said, when I'm sitting over here and saying something, okay, this should be done, this should be done. But when it comes to the action part, so I always say, why people say action speaks louder than words. These are the things, we want everybody to do certain kind of things. But when it comes to us, we may or may not do the same thing. So that's why action is more important.
Well, I would like to keep it very simple. I play cricket and all my devotion is towards cricket, and I know one thing, whatever is around me is because of cricket and not because of anything else. The kind of person I am, throughout my life I've never tried to change myself. I've always kept it simple, be honest, devote yourself to something and then be focused on. I think it's the ethics and the principles that really matter in life, and I've kept it really simple, so that has really helped me.
Well, personally, if you ask me, I feel, you have to be honest in life. You have to be honest to yourself. You have to be practical. You have to take risk in life, but at the same time, you have to be calculated. You can't just say, okay, I took a risky option at some point of time. You have to be ready for the kind of talent that's really needed to achieve what you want to achieve. But at the same time, you have to take risk in life. So for me, being honest in life is very important. Hard work that you have to put, irrespective of what your profession is. The hard work, the honesty, respecting the elders, which I feel is the key. If you don't respect the elders, be it your parents or be it anyone, it becomes very difficult to be successful in life. Being humble, try to be, when you enter, let's say, any big building, right from the first man you meet to maybe the managing director, you have to be the same to each and everyone. So that's what life is all about. Go through the difficult periods, fight it out, but if you can do it with a smile, that you'll become part of maybe the 5% persons, who can actually do it. Because at times we crib about life, about the tough period, but what's important is to go through the tough period that actually make you a better human being. Regulations are made for the betterment of the society, but what's important is how we implement it, how we use it, how we follow it. Unless that's all is done in the proper way, technology can't be utilized to the optimum. I love to ride my bike, so I'll go to the stadium, do a bit of
total
running.
number of bikes you have?
I think I have 50 plus bikes.
Okay.
So I'm like, the bikes don't complain. If you don't keep them nicely, you don't clean them, you don't put fuel, they still don't complain. Technology is definitely the future. I've got a lot of briefing from him when it comes to technology, because I know a lot about cricket, I know a lot about India Cements, but when it comes to technology, it's slightly out of the comfort zone, slightly out of the tunnel vision, but yes, I feel technology is the way to go, and that's where India is moving. So I feel sport is a major part of life, and it teaches you a lot of things, that will to win, the acceptance to losses, how to come back after having a bad loss. So, mentally and physically, sports builds a lot of character, when it comes to the students at an early age, and that actually helps you in your practical life a lot. So I just feel sports should be a big part of the student's life, and everybody should be pushed to play some kind of a sport, even if he doesn't want to. We need to care about what is in my control. We always find an excuse, ye nahi hua, wo nahi hua, wo nahi hua, and when you're looking for excuses, you don't look at the strengths. तो आदमी बोलता है नहीं नहीं वो सब नहीं पता, गलती उनकी है. we have to be constructive. We all have restrictions. We are a big population. We have to worry about a lot of things. We all can contribute to it, and all those small contributions are the one that really matters. Let's not look for the big contribution. I feel equally frustrated. I also feel angry at times. I feel disappointed. But what is important is none of these are constructive. What needs to be done right now is more important than any of these emotions. I would say I'm like everyone else. It's just that I control my emotions slightly better than some of the other individuals. You start taking care of the small term goals, because it's always more interesting. It's in front of you, and you start doing the small things right. You actually see yourself accomplishing those goals, and ultimately you keep tweaking your target.
Dhoni's captaincy, I think he's extremely calm, he's positive, he reads the game well, and he tries to be a step ahead of the opposition, and he's done a fantastic job there. So I've enjoyed playing cricket with him and playing under him.
MS has got this fantastic personality of remaining calm under any situation. And I think he's been a great servant to the game. I think he gets a lot of respect. We only look at the criticism, but I think the amount of respect he gets in India is unbelievable.
In Mahendra Singh Dhoni, you've got arguably one of the greatest captains this country has produced. He'll go down in the annals of Indian cricket. And this is what I saw with MS. He was quiet, but he was hungry, and you knew that here was a man of steel who, if given the opportunity, will take India places, and he's done exactly that.
That is the beauty about Mahendra Singh Dhoni's captaincy, is the fact that he has got this fantastic gut instinct. He acts on it, and more often than not, it works for him and for his team.
He's one of the best captain we have, and we should respect that. And when you ask question, you have a doubt in your mind. I have no doubts.
His cricket ability, his understanding of the game, understanding of situations is priceless.
I think the biggest change is that he's remained himself, and anything that resonates with a great leader is the fact that you can learn and draw a lot of good habits to practice. And he's someone who's led by example. He's remained himself. He's remained calm. He's stayed himself. He's never exuded what needs to be exuded and given enough liberty.
I think whatever he has done over the years, you can't disrespect him. What he has achieved, so many trophies for the BCCI. At the same time, he's a good human being, good, honest man.
MS Dhoni is still the best leader.
And we know if he's there for long enough, he's an extremely dangerous player. And we've seen throughout his whole career, he's got India over the line on numerous occasions, and he finds the boundary at the right point. And for him to hit a six off second ball of the last over, the first ball after it being a wide. That really got the team home, I guess.
What I see in MS is a great calmness. There's certainly never any signs of panic that I've seen. So, and I guess if you expose yourself on the international stage enough times, at some stage there's going to be times where you don't quite fulfil what the fans expect and so on, and that opens itself up for criticism. And maybe that calmness has led to some criticism that there are times when he doesn't react quickly enough or doesn't change things.
I think for being a good captain, there are two important qualities according to me. You have to be a good strategist. Tactically, you have to be very good, which Dhoni is, and that comes naturally for him because he's a good reader of the game. Even when he was not the captain, the way he is to analyze the situations the team were in, he understood the strengths and the weakness of the players he was playing with, especially the bowlers. So I think tactically is very good. Second is man management skills. I think that is very good because as a captain you want to be consistent. And I've rated Dhoni as probably the best captain because of that consistency in the way he communicates to the players, irrespective of the loss or a win. He's been very balanced, very equanimous, and that makes him very special.
Ambassador for the game. I'm a huge MS Dhoni fan.
MS is very cool, man. I love him.
I would play MS Dhoni in my team every day of every year. He can be 80 in a wheelchair, he can play for my team. He's fantastic. I mean,
what you see from the outside is very different from how things happen within a person. His greatest skill is just maintain his composure in the toughest of moments, and
that's why he's so good. That's why he's able to make such good decisions under pressure, because he's always calm, he's always composed, and he allows himself to get into that space where he can take that important call. So there's so much to learn from him. When I walked into the team, he was my captain. He's always going to be my captain in my head.
கிரிக்கெட்னா அவருக்கு தான் பார்ப்பேன். ஸோ ஐ டோன்ட் வாட்ச் த ஸ்கோர். அதனால எனக்கு வந்து தோனி விளையாடுறாரு, தோனி டிசிஷன் பண்றாரு, இது பண்றாரு, அது பண்றாரு. ஐ ஜஸ்ட் வாட்ச் இட் அண்ட் லாட்ஸ் ஆஃப் மேட்சஸ் ஐ கெட் இது. பட் சம்திங் அபவுட் ஹிம், நோ, லைக் அவரோட லீடர்ஷிப், அவர் படம் பார்த்துட்டு கூட எனக்கு ரொம்ப வருத்தமா இருந்துச்சு. ஏன்னா அந்த படத்துல வந்து அவர் பேட்ஸ்மேனா தான் காமிச்சாங்க தவிர ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜிஸ்டா அவர் பண்ற விஷயங்கள் இட்ஸ் ஸோ நைஸ். நோ, அந்த கேம் மேட்ச் வின் பண்ணிட்டு ஒரு தி கெட் த சாம்பியன்ஷிப். அதுக்கப்புறம் பார்த்தா அவர் அங்க இருக்க மாட்டார், குழந்தையோட ஓடிட்டு இருப்பார். இஸ் நாட் பாதர்ட். அடிச்ச உடனே அந்த லாஸ்ட் ஷாட் அடிச்சோன்னா ஓடியே போயிட்டார். ஹி டசன்ட் ஸ்டே. நார்மலா போறவங்க அப்படியே ஹெல்மெட்டை கழட்டிட்டு முடியெல்லாம் இது பண்ணி அந்த க்ளோஸ் அப்ல, ஹி இஸ் நாட் லைக் தட்.